Okay, hello everybody. How are you? Good to be here as always in front of my friends and family of Onpassive. Today is 16th of January. Hope everyone's having a great day wherever you are, and it's Thursday. I had a quick look around. Couldn't see anything new as far as the ecosystem is concerned. So keep logging in on a daily basis. That is where the information is going to be for us, either that or through Marty and Chris, who are in contact with our CEO, Ash. So keep an eye out for that, guys, and try and log in on a daily basis if you can. As always, I try and bring something to the table for you, hopefully to maybe inspire you, keep you motivated, keep you on the right track, etc. And today's topic is training for the future. Now, I thought about this today, actually, whilst I was at the gym, and it works pretty much hand in hand, really, with Onpassive. And over the last year and a half, Jane and I have both been pretty hard back at the gym, keeping ourselves fit, setting ourselves physical goals to keep ourselves going whilst we're not only in this waiting period for Onpassive, but also for our mental health and certainly for our physical health. We've been training regularly. This training program has increased over time to where we are today. So why are we at the gym? I mean, obviously, there's a huge benefit physically, mentally to do it all. In my words, it's to keep the old man out. You know, I'm 61 now and I'm 62 in May, and Jane is approaching a milestone as well. And what we want to be able to do is to continue to do what we do physically for as long as possible. And this is why we have this training program at the gym. We use not only the classes that are free with our subscription, but we also use a PT as well to guide us and to push us to limits that we aren't normally used to. We've also just started High Rocks as well for the CV side of things to get that part of our training schedule a bit more physical, I suppose, as far as the aerobic side of things is concerned. And you're probably thinking, Red, what the hell's this got to do with Onpassive? Well, for a start, part of why we are at the gym is because of our future. We want to enjoy our future, and what Onpassive is doing is going to be our future, and we want to utilize it as much as possible to enjoy our later time in our life. And we can only do that if we are physically able to do it, as well as having the monetary means to be able to do what we want to do. So as far as the physical side of going to the gym and all the rest of it, we are training our bodies, our minds for the future. Also, within the Onpassive community and family, we're also really on a daily basis training ourselves for the future from a business sense. We've given a huge amount of advice, myself, Marty, Chris, many other leaders as well. And I don't actually like using that word leaders, more like loudmouths, I suppose. We've given an awful lot of advice of how to stay the course, of how to maximize your business and how to get everything in order for the future. This again is training yourself for your future self within the Onpassive business. It was very interesting listening to Chris and Marty today, and I know Chris was feeling under the weather, but he had some really good points that he was bringing out as far as what the business is going to be. And it is interesting, isn't it, when you're listening to other people talk about how this business is going to make such a difference. And it's, for me, it's always very encouraging. It always lifts me when you hear other people talking along the same lines as what I'm already thinking. Now, for a lot of people, I know it's very hard at the moment. I'm getting more and more emails and messages from, I suppose the easiest way of putting it is disgruntled founders. And what I will say to all of you guys is that our CEO is doing everything he possibly can to get this going. Chris said, this is a proper company. This is a proper business. It is not just a hope. It is not just a dream. It is a proper business. And yes, this period of time that we're in at the moment, is it frustrating for some? Yes, it is. Is it causing a lot of anxiety for some? Yes, it is. But utilize this time to train for your future. However it is, what this will do is it will give you a lot more peace of mind. It will give you certainly focus in different areas to occupy your mind and brain and physicality to be able to prepare for the Onpassive future. Now, before people start spouting out, we don't even know if it's going to be called that. It doesn't really matter. The concept of the business is going to be the same. And that is the important part here, is if we end up having a name change, does it really matter? It doesn't. You know, the concept of what Onpassive is doing is always the thing that has inspired me above anything else. The actual concept of what is trying to be done here really is so much better than anything else out there. So train yourself, guys, whether it's physically, whether it's mentally, whether it's within your own business, for your future in this business. It really is going to be special to all of us. If you go re-listening to our CEO, which I suggest you do, by the way, it will really, really help you to listen to his words again and again, because it re-energizes your belief. It re-energizes your reasons for why you are here and doing it. It will hopefully help you stay the course of your journey. I keep saying it. Stay the course, guys. You owe it to yourself. Okay. You owe it to every ounce of what you have put into this business to see it through. Think of it like a marathon. Okay. Running, not the bar. Okay. When you first start training for a marathon, it is hard, isn't it? You know, just doing a K or a mile of running is hard. And guess what? You stick to it. You dig deep and you think, I'm going to do this. And so you do a mile. It kills you. And you think, oh, I can't do that again. But you push yourself because you have a reason to do a marathon. Whatever that reason is, whether it's your personal goal in life, whether it is you've promised somebody that you're going to do it, you've made a bet, or you want to better yourself, or you're doing it for a charitable organization for a very special reason, and this is what drives you. The first mile is hard, and you keep on training. You train a little bit longer, and guess what? That mile turns into 2. And guess what? A little bit more training, that 2 miles turns into 5. You keep on training, you keep digging deep, you get a little bit fitter, you get a little bit wiser, you make sure that you then have the right shoes, the right clothes, or whether you train a little bit more and you get to 10 miles. And this keeps going until your race day. And guess what? You end up doing your marathon. Now, it doesn't just stop there, does it? You have a buzz about it. You feel really good because you've achieved something very special. A lot of people go on and do another one. Why? because of that achievement and goal that they have managed to get, the whole euphoria that happens once you've achieved your goal, knowing all the hard work that's gone into to get to that point, they want to prove themselves a little bit more. How do they do that? By doing it a little bit faster. Onpassive is very similar. We've been training for a long time to get to our marathon goal, and we've had an awful lot of dips in the road, a bit like getting injured. Many people train for a marathon, they get injured, they can't do it that year, so they have to do it and retrain the next year. But guess what? They're not training from the same point that they started on the first time. They've got more experience, they've got a few more gear that they can wear to make life easier. Onpassive's the same. We've had some ups and downs, there's no denying that. But one thing we have never done is given up. We have never said, I quit. I'm not going to do the marathon because I can't. We've said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to finish it because there's so many people that are relying on me to do it. I don't want to let anyone down. This is why people do the marathon, because they don't want to let people down for their own personal reasons. We are at the stage now where we are nearly ready to go, to do our very own marathon for our own reasons within Onpassive. Don't let all that training, all that hard work that you've put into this business be a waste. Don't give up before you're at the starting line. It makes zero sense to turn your back on everything that you have done within Onpassive just to try and do a 10K run or a 5K run because it's a little bit hard to do the marathon, the 26 miles that you were intending to do. The deeper you have to dig, to achieve your goals, the sweeter the victory is going to be once you achieve it. Some people's journeys of getting fit, doing a marathon, whatever those bits and pieces are that they are trying to achieve, some are easier, some are a lot harder, but they're always personal goals. And the euphoria that you feel just by being able to achieve it is immense. I certainly believe that we are going to have exactly the same feeling when phase 2 of Onpassive starts again. Not from a monetary point of view, not from our business and what we are going to achieve it or anything. I think a lot of us are going to have that euphoria because we know that we have stuck with the dream, we've stuck with the vision, and we have gone through an awful lot of personal adversity to actually just get to the point of us saying, I knew this was the right decision. There's only one way of finding that out, and that is to stay the course so that you can get to that starting line and accomplish exactly what you set out to do. And that is to make a successful online business for yourself where it's earning money for yourself and the rest of your family. That is exactly what I want every single one of you to do. Listen, I'm not naive to know or to think that people are hurting. I know that they are struggling. I know that people are losing patience. I know that people are turning their backs on Onpassive. I know that the dedication to the cause is getting less and less and less because people aren't accepting the period of time that we are in at the moment. That's on them. It's not on me. And I know it's not on you people that are here right now. Why? Because you, in your heart, know that this is the right thing to do, to stay here, to see it through, because you owe it to yourself. There's no point in hyping and talking about this fantastic business a year or 2 years ago to your friends, to your family, and then walking away today? Who's going to look the stupid one if you did that? You or your friends and family who told you that what you're doing it for? By staying the course, you are true to yourself of what your belief is all about, regardless of any monetary things here. I'm not talking about the possibilities of what Onpassive is going to do, etc., etc. I'm just talking about your personal life. Of there's no point in talking about Onpassive, about what we're going to do and how good it's going to be and all the rest of it, just to give up and turn your back on it, so that you can have people telling you, I knew I was right by saying it's a load of rubbish. Why were you doing that? You've just been conned. You've just been this, and all the rest of the words that will come out of their mouth because you've turned your back on it. You stick to your guns. You stick the course to the end, and then you can run your own marathon, knowing that you have trained as hard as you possibly can for your future within the business. Stay strong, as Jean said. Okay, you owe it to yourself. I am training for my future physically by going to the gym and Jane, but also mentally by doing what I do in Onpassive. And if I can help in any small way by doing these lives, by helping you guys to maybe reinvigorate you a little bit more, energize you, keep you upbeat, keep you thinking, yes, I know I am on the right path. I've got Red. He's always positive. I know he is right in what he's saying. If I can be that person, then my job is done. Even if it's one person that I know is following me and sticking with me because he wants me at the finishing line. That's exactly where I want to be. I'm not doing it for myself. I want you guys with me because I believe that this is going to be such a good business to be part of in the future. Everything for me makes a huge amount of sense. Everything that is trying to be done, the way that the compensation program works with the commissions, the products, the single sign-on, everything about it all makes so much sense to me. And that's why I stay here, because I'm working on my future. When that's going to be, who knows? It might be the end of this month. It might be next month. It might be the month after. I have no idea. Okay. But one thing I do know is that I'm seeing this through. However long it takes, I am seeing this through because there is nothing else for me. I said it to Jane when I did this. This is my last chance cafe. I've been down too many routes before. I'm not investing any more time, energy, effort in anything else because I'd have to start at the beginning. I'm too old to do that now. I've been down too many start from the beginnings routes before because of promises, all the rest of it. Okay. I'm sticking here in my comfort zone within the Onpassive family, knowing that I have got a CEO who is doing everything within his power to realize not only his own personal dream for what he's trying to achieve, but more importantly, what he's trying to build for us, the founders, users, and affiliates of Onpassive. This is why I am still here. This is why I am banging the Onpassive drum every single day, every day of the week, until we start again and open up to the world once again with our products and services. That's it from me for a Thursday. And I actually thought I didn't have much. It's amazing, isn't it, when you get on a roll? Be back around tomorrow. I did leave a message with Marty to say that if Chris is unwell and he has to have a day off, I will obviously go with him to double up, just to make life easier. If not, I'll be back around on my own tomorrow. Saturday, Sunday, obviously we are off. Sunday, we're going up to see Jane's mum, spend some time overnight with her oldest friend, actually, up there, because we're going away on holiday with them at the end of September this year. We're going to make some arrangements for that. And as I said, I hope to be back for Monday Fun Day, but I will let you know Monday morning if that's possible or not. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. See you all tomorrow. Bye for now.